Good afternoon, October the 8th, 2015. Time to recap the day's trading. Came into the E-mini this morning thinking the market was going to trade higher, going to get stops eventually above 2,000. No real magic there. It was within reach, and the NYSE has the biggest open short interest in NYSE stocks that it's had since the fall of Lehman in the fall of 2008. That's perfect conditions for a short squeeze. And the FOMC minutes when they came in, even though the market was trading up into them, showed that the Fed really can't raise interest rates anytime soon. And while jobs, which nobody believes, the unemployment rate is at 5%, did get some positive commentary from the Fed. The uncertainty with what's going on right now precludes raising rates at this time by stocks. Also means that probably QE4 is ready to be brought in, and Cochilero said negative interest rates are a real possibility. If you're getting negative interest rates, where are you going to put your money to get any kind of return? That pretty much says corporate issues and the stock market. So stocks are up off of that, and you could see it coming. I mean, the ingredients are right. Potential for a short squeeze. Bad news around the world, other markets around the world, equity markets rallying off of this bad news, including the E-mini. I've got a move out of the middle right here on F1 out of the 1940 area. I've got another move out of the middle today out of the 1975 area. So this market has pointed up. 2009, we get through that. 2025, then all the way up to 2050, 55. That's where the market is right now. So I'm not saying it's going to get to those levels, but there's no reason for me to think that it might not. So looking at the F1 screen, higher lows, higher highs, the market's trading higher. Look for a place to buy it. If we can't extend today's range, okay to get short. And we go ahead and break out. This is the pattern we were looking at before we came in today. And you can see it's a very strong P. And if I go back to the London session right there, there's that move out of the middle. Definitely a P, volume above time. And H period today, there's that move out of the middle, and the market's just extending the range up. So the easiest trade to see is going to be sell-failure to make new highs in Globex. We start weaker tomorrow. It's a counter trend trade, but it is the easiest one to see. And the second will be 2015, 2020. No news to speak of tomorrow. We've got import prices called -0.4, export prices -0.2, wholesale trade +0.1, and Baker Hughes rig count. Okay, the breakout came from 1990, then came from 1996, and we're currently at 2007 or 8. So buying 2000, 1995, 2000 would be ideal. It may take a 5 to get in 2005 to test whatever today's day session high is. And the other breakout came from the 85-90 area. That'll be buy 2. But strong market, not for the reasons we would like, but a strong market nonetheless, and saw it coming very early today. In fact, on the opening. Okay, the note, the 30-year is selling because of the strength in the E-mini. The inverse relationship continues, and that should not be a surprise to anybody. Just the way that it is. And that actually makes it a little bit easier to trade the treasuries. Stock market up, treasuries down. And they're pretty consistent. They've got a very, very strong pattern. Looking at the 10-year note, we had 3 really, really strong auctions this week that did not preclude or stop the market from selling this afternoon. So put this back. There's your kind of move out of the middle. The stance of this market is pointed lower. Don't really trust it, but it is pointed lower. Find a place to sell it to see if we can extend the day session lows. I missed that by one click. There it is. So we had a pretty square distribution right here. We've got that move out of the high volume area, not quite out of the middle, but you can see we broke support. Why did I split there? I went to the longest line of letters and left clicked. So extending the range to the downside. So the 17.5 is a pretty clean break in the market to 19.5. So 16 to 20 is resistance. So sell failure to take out 16 to 20. 15 to 19 sell. And 23 to 27 for sell 2. Got this high volume area down here at 8. I don't really think the news, the markets this week, but it is pointed lower. First buy for Globex, we'll adjust it in the morning, will be 5 to 9. And then 29 to 01. Not much in the way of news, import-export prices, wholesale trade. So the direction of the E-mini will be the market's focus. The knob spread collapsed. We were at the start of business this morning at 29.07. It went out at 27.30 when the day session closed. So that's a point in what, 9:30 seconds. It's a real big, powerful spread. I can put a lot of money in the account, and you don't have to worry about news spikes or news vagaries. And that's why the large institutions trade it. They take that news spike out of the picture. Okay, 56.11 got a low of 56.08, so maybe a little lower, 1 to 5. Then 20 to 20, 21 to 25. And here's the spill from 21. So currently at 10. Last rotate up was 16. So 15 to 19. Sell 1. And 31 to 03 for sell 2. You just got to give this baby some room. It is a strong contract. Looking at gold. In a trading range, we talked today about getting stops above 50. Took forever, but they got it. Lower high, lower low. Looks like it might sell tomorrow. Maybe test support in the 30 area. We'll see. There's a spike off the FOMC news, and here's kind of a move out of the middle and L period. So looking at this, 43.45, sell 1. And then 49.51, sell 2. On the buy side, 35 to 37. I think we can do a little bit better, but that is support. Then 29 to 31 for buy 2. Okay, crude. The war in the Middle East is escalating. The United States said it's going to drive its ships next to the Chinese islands. So that would, sometimes just that headline alone would rally the market. So tensions are picking up around the globe. Probably aren't going to find anybody that's a willing seller of crude unless they can deliver in. Higher low, higher high, markets pointed higher. Russia asked to sit down and meet with OPEC last week, which is a big change in Russia's posture. They are desperate for cash flow. And they're trying to create an alternate banking system so they can default on the U.S. dollar-denominated debt and still have a place to go get money. Anybody that lends the Russians money or invests in Russia has to be prepared to lose their entire investment. That's been a rule that's been good for a long, long, long time. And so Russia may screw the holders of dollar-backed debt, but get some other deal to escape this. But they are desperate for bucks, and with Saudi Arabia cutting back on spending, maybe Saudi Arabia is willing to talk to them. So we've been looking for getting stops above 50. So sell 1 is going to be 50 plus or minus. This low volume number at 50.50 for sell 2. On the buy side, last rotate down stopped at 49.15, so 49.49 and a quarter buy 1, and then 48.50, 48.25 buy 2, maybe a 75. In fact, let's make it 48.50, 48.75. But we failed to take out and turn 50 from resistance into support. I think that's probably the easiest trade to see. And if 50 becomes support, you really don't want to be short. Okay, the euro. German exports fell. It will take the EU's numbers down. Their expect number down, so, and the European Union said that they will be front-loading their paper purchases this fall. We got a higher low and a higher high. That means we can buy into weakness. Sell failure to take out 13.50. So we can see we're rejecting prices above 13.15. We're at 86. So sell 1, 1300. Sell 2, 25 or better. On the buy side, 12.50. Buy 1. Buy 2 will be 12.25. I like the short side of the market better because the European Central Bank likes the short side of the market better too. Hopefully we get some more action, a little more volatility, so we can get some counter rotations where we can trade a little bit more. But the idea has been there. The overall idea in the morning to be long or short has worked out pretty well. Well, Jeff, I kind of knew you'd say something like that. So obviously you don't own any Russian paper backed by U.S. dollars. So anyway, I will see you all bright and early in the a.m. Y'all have a great evening. It's about 85 outside and feels like we might get to 90 before it's all over. So another warmer than normal day. Y'all have a great evening. I'm out of here.